Hi everyone, it's Serenity, and I feel kind of strange right now because I haven't done a video in like 3 days, but something just made me think of this topic today, and it was my abundance game that I'm playing. I'm now on day 6, and I have so many things that I have purchased already, so many things that I've done, that I bought, right down to, cruise already. I'm getting my debt cleared up. I am just on the roll. So I was thankful for the creative vibe that is actually being sparked in me right now. And that's what led me to this video today. Being thankful, or having an attitude of gratitude, I would call it. Yeah, I'm wearing my glasses today because I just feel a little nerdy, and I was supposed to wear glasses from I was a teenager, 15 or 16, and I refused to wear them because I didn't want to mess up my it factor at the time. But I have so many things written down right now on this topic. As you can see, I love to write. That's my thing. I have so many things written on this topic, and I kind of scribble them so fast that I said, let me just put on my glasses today to make it a little bit easier, just a little bit. So, in order for any relationship to become successful, in order for any relationship to really have depth and meaning and remain successful, the parties involved all have to be able to relate to each other. They all have to have some kind of connection, a bond, a harmonious kind of flow with one another, be able to communicate evenly with each other, and both have to share in equal benefits, because that's what a relationship is all about. One benefits the other, whether it's in the same way or a different way. It's for equal benefits to one another. So, with divine intelligence, or our formless entity called Source, we know this is the same principle holds true, because this is the reason why our human relationships function that way, because of the source of all things. This is the reason why all things work the way they do. He is basically the Alpha and the Omega. It starts with him. And so, in terms of relationship, by developing an attitude of gratitude, we express how thankful we are for basically the things that he has provided for us, for our ability to live, and to have this endless supply of things that he's promised us, each and every one of us. No one promised more than the other. We are all on an equal plane when it comes to his abundance of, blessings and mercy and offerings and favor and grace. All of these things are promised to us. So, all of the things that we need and want are already there for us. So this truly ends up now opening the door. Our gratitude for these things truly opens up the doors for our connection to come into play with this holy, this divine source. Or I can put it in a simpler term, in order for us to connect to the mind of God. Then basically, God really does love a humble heart, and this is something that most of us learn who are of the Christian faith. Most of us learn from a very young age. He loves a humble heart. So now, if we're closer to the source of all things that are good, closer to, when I say all things that are good, closer to abundance, closer to joy, harmony, prosperity, happiness, closer to wisdom, to truth, to knowledge, to strength, to faith. If we're closer to all of these things, on a mental wavelength now, to all of these things, then quite naturally, those are the things that we're going to begin receiving. I mean, duh, that is the whole point. All of these things, gratitude now plays the key in us connecting to all of these things. Over the weekend, I read a book that I was supposed to read from a long time ago, but I didn't read it because I thought it was much longer than it was. Come to find out it was not, and I was able to download it online for free. It was by Wallace D. Wattles, a book named The Science of Getting Rich. Now, don't get disheartened when you hear the term getting rich, because this book is nothing like all of the other things that we've read, that we've heard in modern times on the subject of money. This has more spiritual grounds. It's been written and published from 1910. And the principles that the author talks about in the book still holds true today, because whether it's 1910 or 2013 or 1510, the principles of our source, of our creator, of divine intelligence, of God, never really changed. And they never will change, because he is the same all the time. So the things that I've learned in this book now, I'm so thankful for actually being able to see them, to have this new now realization of what God is, what God really wants from us. God is, like I said, the source of all things. God wants to express himself through us. And so God wants us to have all of the great, wonderful things that he's created, so that we can be able to express ourselves, and so that we can be able to express him through ourselves. And this is something that was really, really mind-blowing for me, because I've never looked at it in this way before. And Wattles also talked about in the book the fact that when we are in an attitude of gratitude, that we can't remain successful or even reach true success if we're striving to get ahead on the competitive plane versus creative plane. And by having an attitude of gratitude now, it is that is going to move us from a more creative plane than from a competitive one. The point is that life is not a competition. Life is creation. I mean, each and every day, creation is taking place. Each and every day. Even though the things that God have made are perfect, they're not complete. They're not done, because things are being created each and every day. New things are being manifested, and things that are here already are evolving in different ways. So it is creation at its best. To put it simply, it is the fact that we are creators ourselves. We are creators. He wants us to create, and he has made us this way, not to have to compete for what we want, that we can bring to pass what we want, what we desire. The world has an endless abundance for all who inhabit it, so there's no need to fight. There's no need to take what is not yours. There's no need to worry about the supply being limited and that you're not going to get your share. There's absolutely no need for that. So when we remain in the mind of gratitude, we are grateful for this. We thank him for this endless supply. And this reminds us that there is no need to compete. So this keeps us on this creative plane. We're able to think now from other standpoints, from a more imaginative point of view. We can relax and move with this creative edge now, with confidence and with faith, knowing that everyone's got their share. I mean, there's enough to go around a million, trillion times for each one of us. Each one of us can live in mansions. Each one of us, it's just there. It is there already. And we may not see it with our physical eyes, but it is there. It is going to be there. So now, like I said, when we have gratitude, the third way that gratitude is so important is because it develops our faith. Faith. Faith is so important. Just as there is a law of attraction, there is the law of gratitude. And action and reaction are always equal and in an opposite direction. I wrote a little quote down here from the book. It says, "The grateful outreaching of your mind in thankful praise to the Supreme is a liberation and expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that which it addressed, and the reaction is an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw nigh unto God, and He will draw nigh unto you." Christ knows this. I mean, Christ never ceased in thanking His Father for the power, for His glory, for the power that He knew that He could only perform miracles. He could only move with such faith and strength through His Father, the source of all things. And if Christ knew this, if Christ was one of the greatest teachers we had walk this earth, we should definitely follow in His footsteps, because you will always be in good standing if you adopt an attitude of gratitude. Don't worry about saying thank you. It's not between you and them. It's between you and God. And so it's not about what other people think about you. Oh, she's always saying thank you. I've heard this before, and it's absolute trash to me, because only when you realize now how important gratitude is, will you realize what or how special this person is who is like that, who has this spirit. So gratitude now reminds you that you don't have to put up a struggle, that you don't have to fight, that everyone has their fair share and more, an abundance of bountiful blessings. Infinite Source has made all things for you and really wants you to have them. Like I said, because He wants us to be able to express ourselves through these tools, which I call the abundant supply. These are tools for us to be able to express ourselves. He wants us to express Him, His beauty, His tenderness, His love, His mercy. He wants us to express all that He is, and He is all. We are thinking substances, and thinking substance only takes the form of what it thinks about. And so if you lack gratitude, if you lack the ability to thank this supreme being who provided you with life and everything that you need in it, if you lack the ability to do that, eventually you're going to lead up to misery. You're going to be dissatisfied. You're going to lose motivation. You're going to be discouraged, because it's like a battlefield now you have to face. It's like everything is you're responsible for making, for producing, for providing. And this is no way to live. This is truly no way to live. Your mind now is going to go only on the fact that there's not enough, and that you need to take it away from someone else, or that you have to fight to get on top. You have to climb this ladder and kick the ladder down to the ground so other people don't reach the top too, lest they take away from you what you've made, or what you've become, what you've received. And we know that based on the laws of attraction, whatever you focus on is what you're going to get more of. And so the more you focus on this discouragement, on this fight, that's more of what you're going to get. So having an attitude of gratitude is absolutely essential to having more, to being blessed with more in an easy manner. You're not going to have to struggle so hard. So if you don't right now, I urge you to please try and adopt a more grateful attitude toward your source, toward anyone or anything that actually helps you. Anything, that is, anything. Even the bad things. Because just think about the things, the great and wonderful things that God wants for us, for you, that our infinite, formless intelligence wants us to have and enjoy and express ourselves with. Think about, for Him, the knowledge. Think about and thank Him for this knowledge, this cosmic intelligence that is functioning each and every day to infinity. Think about and thank Him for the knowledge that we are able to share at this very moment, that people from times before us have been sharing. Think about and thank Him for this connection. Thank Him for our creative abilities, our growth each and every day. Each and every day we are growing, we're improving, we're advancing. This is what God really wants for us. Thank Him for these things. If you cannot find specific things to thank Him for, be generalized and thank Him for life. Thank Him for breath. Thank Him for the day, the sun that rises each and every day. Thank Him for the ability to watch this video right now, for instance. Thank Him for the people that want us to have freedom of speech and opportunities and movement, to be able to see other distant lands. Thank Him for the abundance of love and mercy and blessings that He supplies for us. I thank Him each and every day. I thank Him for leading me to these great and wonderful teachings from people that are here, that exist right now, today, in my time. And I thank Him for the people that have walked long before me, and the people that even will come after me, who will teach my children, who will, teach all of my fellow man this great consciousness. This I thank Him for my actual yearning and desire and ability now to learn these things, to be able to have this joy that's increasing in my heart. I thank Him for sending you to watch my video today, of course. I really do. I thank Him for so many things. I thank Him for everything, the good plus the bad. Because without all of those things, without this cosmic intelligence working in sync, in total perfect harmony, I would not be here today to the point I am today, to the knowing the level that I am at right now, which I know I am so far, I have so far to go, to reach, to climb. But right now, I am so grateful for each and every moment that He's given me. I also thank Him for allowing me, like I said, to share this video with you. And I thank Him for allowing you to watch it, and I thank you for watching it. This is something that really, my heart is just ready to just like, if I could spring flowers out of my chest, I would do that right now, because I am actually really happy for where I am and for the things that are being manifested in my life each and every day. I realize, like I said at the beginning of this video, talking about the abundance game that I'm playing right now. As you can see, I decorated the cover of my book. I'm seeing so many things change right before my very eyes that I can only thank Him for it. I can thank other people, of course, but without Him, there would be no one else to thank. So with that being said, I once again thank you for watching this today, and I bid you peace and love Until my next video, I love you all. Bye.